Good morning, guys. Quick couple of thoughts between showings today. I got two sets of showings with some great buyers that I really love. Just wanted to talk about for sale by owner a little bit, and from representing a buyer perspective when we're looking at for sale by owners, there's a couple of challenges. I understand why someone would want to do for sale by owner. In fact, I empathize, and if I could save the money on commissions to do that, although there's some question as to whether you'll actually save in that situation or get yourself in a situation that might cost you more than you think. This is primarily targeted at agents, although the consumers need to hear this as well. And then I think if you're a for sale by owner or considering doing that, this is something to consider. When I approach, if I've got a buyer client and I approach someone that's got a for sale by owner listing, I charge 4%. And so the first thing I'll do is I'll ask them if they're willing to pay the 4% if I bring them a buyer that'll purchase their house. And I go ahead and get an executed agreement with them that they will do that before I actually show that house. And my buyers know about this up front. Why 4% instead of 3%? Good question. Glad you asked. 4% instead of 3% is because I've found with for sale by owners, I've got to take on an extra measure of responsibility that I wouldn't have to, because most for sale by owners, not because they mean to be, but are not aware of some of the processes that need to be followed and some of the documents that have to be taken care of in order to make sure the transaction's a smooth one for my buyers. So that's for instance, a seller's disclosure. Many of them don't have one and don't know what it is. So I got to get that filled. The other thing is I've had some really, really good experiences with for sale by owners, but then I've had some nightmares that cost us as a team a whole lot more time and energy, and that's why we charge the 4%, because obviously you don't know what someone's going to be like as you get into it. The 4%, so it covers the responsibility I got to take to make sure their side of the transaction is done correctly, and oftentimes I have some fear and trepidation in my soul of approaching a for sale by owner, because every conversation can become emotional if they've not been able to detach themselves from the process emotionally and the house emotionally. So just a couple of thoughts. Agents, I'd definitely, before you show a for sale by owner or even work with an unrepresented buyer, if you've got a listing, these are things to consider, and I would definitely ask for that 4%, because it's going to cost you extra time and extra money to make sure that that is done in a correct manner. Still, the for sale by owner is saving. They're saving 2%. If you are a for sale by owner considering that, we do have some services that we can offer you on a fee basis. Please give me a call or email me, and I'd be happy to explain those to you. My name is Haro, and email is hsetian, H-S-E-T-I-A-N, @gmail.com, H-S-E-T-I-A-N @gmail.com. Have a great day, y'all.